Hello, hello. It is Tuesday night. That means we're going to talk about all the things green, oily, whatever we want to talk about, right? So, tonight we are going to talk about tools and how important tools are. If you do not know me, my name is Jenna, and I am the one who runs this whole createjoy.jenna. And I am all about making your life simple and making it fun, and having tools that make life more simple and fun is always a plus. So, tonight we're going to talk about two things that I do to help my family have wellness and to help me use the tools that have already been given to me so that you can just make it even that much more simple. So, tonight we're going to talk about two things. One is we're going to talk about muscle testing, and two, we're going to talk about what I call the Zyto Scanner. And we're going to go into kind of some details about both of those things. So, the first thing we're going to talk about, hold on, this is kind of bugging me. There we go. A little bit more like I'm looking at you. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the muscle testing. So muscle testing is basically, if you think about it, your body is constantly communicating with you. Maybe if you're stressed, what happens? You get an upset stomach, or you end up having a headache, right? Or you can't fall asleep at night. If you start eating bad and your liver gets exhausted, it shows up either in a rash or it shows up in your skin as acne. So whenever you are going through something, your body is going to be talking to you. And if you can kind of take a step back and quiet yourself to a point where you can actually listen to your body, it has a lot of things it wants to tell you. I mean, even to the point of like the way that your hair is, and the way that your eyeballs, like the color of your eyeballs, it's all sorts of crazy stuff. But today we're just going to talk about what I do to know what oils to put on, where to put them on, how much to put on, all that kind of stuff. Now, obviously, you can always look at your reference guide. If you are the type of person that's like, okay, I need somebody to tell me exactly what to do, I want all of the rules, and I do not want to deviate from the rules, well, then definitely use your reference guide. So if you have the big one like this, Essential Oils Reference Guide, always good. You can get that at Life Science Publishing, so it's discoverlsp.com. They also have the smaller reference guide that has all of the oils, and then all of the specific areas that you want to support that you can look up to. So, okay, so with muscle testing, what you do is you basically ask your body if you need something or how much of something to use, right? So I brought down a couple of different oils here to kind of show you. And I also brought down like a massage oil. You can do this honestly for almost anything. I choose to do it mostly with like my supplements and my oils and things like that. But you can also just look on other places at YouTube and you can see other people talking about this too. But this is how I do it. You can totally rig this. So if you're the kind of person that sits there and you're like, I am totally going to not make this work, well, then yeah, it's not going to work because your brain is telling you it's not going to work. But if you're like, you know what? I want to use this tool. I want it to help my body. It will work. So what you do is take your fingers like this and kind of go like that and make like a loop. So like you're trying not to pull your fingers away. Okay. So if I hold it, I'm holding it tight, right? Ugh, it's not coming apart. So I would ask myself a question. I always start with a really simple yes or no question. Mine tends to be the exact same every single time, but I always ask, is my name Jenna? Yes. See, it's holding tight. Yes, that is what my body agrees with. Then I say, is my name Troy? And it literally, like, I am not changing the, like, how hard I'm trying to hold. Is my name Jenna? Is my name Troy? Is my name Tinley? Am I a mom? Am I a dad? See what I mean? Am I a boy? Am I a girl? Like, and you can totally feel it. Okay. So I usually start by asking myself yes or no questions like that. I usually just say, am I Jenna? Am I Troy? And it tells me, I'm like, cool. My body is in line it is ready to communicate with me. And if you may totally think I'm hokey and weird. And you know what? That is fine. This works for me and it works for 100 other people on my team. So not to mention the hundreds of thousands of other people that do this. So take it out as you want. You do not have to do it. I have a much more scientific way of doing it if you would rather do that we're going to talk about after this. So then I would start asking myself, I kind of break down into categories. So I always start with, do I need something physically? Do I need something emotionally? Okay, I need something physically because it stayed together on physical, it pulled apart on emotional, right? So then I'm thinking, okay, what oils support myself physically? So I may say, okay, do I need peppermint? Nope. Do I need orthosport? Yeah. Okay. I knew I was going to need this. That's why I brought it down here because my muscles are super, super tense today. And so orthosport has a lot of, I mean, it's, relief, right? It's great for those sore muscles and things like that. So then I would say, okay, do I need one pump? Do I need two pumps? Okay, I need one pump. So I would do one pump, put it right here, go like that, and I would rub it into, oh wait, sorry, hold on, I didn't ask. Do I need it on my shoulders? Yes, okay. So I like to ask, so sorry, we're gonna break it down. I'm a little scatterbrained today, guys. So first you ask where, like, what type do you need? You go down to the specifics, then you ask, where do I need it? Do I need it on my shoulders? Yes. Do I need it on my feet? No, it like hardcore easily fell apart on that. Do I need it anywhere other than my shoulders? No. Okay. So that means I just need it on my shoulders. Do I need one pump? Do I need two pumps? Okay. Do I need it on both shoulders? Yes. So then I would go on ahead and I'd do that. After I'd applied that, then I'd say, do I need something physical? Do I need something emotional? Okay. I didn't actually do it. So I'm going to have to actually do it or else my body won't respond to it. Okay. So I did one pump. Hold on. Actually put it on. I mean, why not love on myself while I'm doing a live on YouTube, right? Okay. I always, after I put an oil on, I always smell it because when you smell something, it hits so many different emotional areas. And believe it or not, pain can be an emotion. Okay, so now do I need something physical? Oh, nope. It literally came right apart. Okay, do I need something emotional? Yes. Do I need clarity? Nope. Do I need valor? Yes. Okay. Do I need it on my stomach? Nope. Do I need it on my feet? Nope. Do I need it on my shoulders? Nope. Do I need it on my wrists? Yep. Okay. Do I need it on my left wrist? Yep. Do I need it on my right wrist? Nope. How many drops on my left wrist? 1, 2. Just one. So then I take it. This is a roller. So I've just kind of rolled a little bit. Oh, it's not. Do I need any more valor? Nope. Do I need anything else? Nope. Okay. I'm good to go. And I would literally go through and I would just do that until my body felt at peace. And sometimes I end up putting on like 10 oils at night. And sometimes I tend to put on 2. Like it just depends. I do it with the diffuser. Like I'll ask, okay, I'm about to put my diffuser on for the night. I'll say, do I need something physical? Do I need something emotional? Okay, I need something physical. In my diffuser, do I need wintergreen? Yes. I need how many drops? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, pulled apart on 10. So that means I need 9 drops. So I would put 9 drops of wintergreen in my diffuser. Okay, I'm going to show you that one more time because that was kind of crazy. Sometimes you'll get a lot, right? And you may ask, do I need it topically? Do I need it internally? And if this is totally not making sense to you, reach out to me personally and I will walk you through it personally because I want you to be able to use this tool because it is so beneficial. You can even do it for other people. So like, for example, if my daughter is not feeling well and I know she needs support, I may ask, does she need physical? Does she need emotional? And then go through, does she need it on her spine? Does she need it on her feet? How many drops each? There was one time when I was doing Troy and he was not feeling well. And for oregano, which oregano is amazing for boosting the immune system, he needed 19 drops. We actually did what's called a raindrop, which has a bunch of immune boosting oils in it. And almost every single one of them was like 14 plus drops, just because his body was really, really needing extra support. So you can kind of play with it with that. And then the other thing that I love to use is what we call the Zyto Scanner. Okay. So it looks like this. You probably have seen something like this before. And basically a little plug goes in right here. You put your hand on it and it takes like 4 minutes and it scans your entire system. So it's scanning the biomarkers of your body. Your body wants to be in balance, right? Your body wants to feel vibrant. It wants to feel good, but because of the foods that we eat or the lack of sleep that we get or the amount of stress that we have, or just the chemicals that we're using in our environment, our body is taxed and it gets exhausted. It gets stressed out. So the best way to describe kind of what the Zyto does is it measures every system in your body and lets you know what is in stress and what is needing help to pull it out of stress. So I meant to print one off for you, but I didn't do that because it's like a 20-page report. So I am just going to really quick show you one of my previous reports. Actually, I'll just show you. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so hold on. Pause. Okay, we're just gonna pick a random one. I think I did one Sunday. I wasn't feeling very hot. I was just kind of an emotional wreck on Sunday. So, shocker, Jenna's an emotional wreck sometimes. Yes, it still does happen to me, but I have tools. Yay! Makes life so much easier. Okay. All right, so what it does, I'm gonna try. I wish I could screen share with you guys, but I can't. Okay, so it looks kind of like this. All right, and so it shows you the biomarkers that are out. So those little red dots are saying those are things that are out of balance, and I want to bring them into balance. And I'll give you a suggestion of products to use. Now that's all cool, right? Like I love it. Like it says, okay, Melaleuca is going to bring 25 of those in. Rosemary is going to bring 4 of those in. I actually only scanned for 2 of my big ones that night. So that was kind of interesting. Usually I do more than that. Okay, this is the cool part. So it has the 4, I'm sorry guys that there's such a big glare. Let me see if I can, that makes it there under. So there's the detoxification system, the gastrointestinal, the hormonal, and then the toxic stress, okay? So right here is where everything that's on this side, my body's like, it's okay, Jen, I got this. Don't worry, I'm handling it fine. I don't need extra help. So that meant I was actually really in balance when it came to those top 4 main body systems, right? Because my body was able to handle it. Now, if it was on this side, it means like, oh no, you need some extra help, girlfriend. But if you go down to this next section, see there, that one's fine. These 2 are, we might want a little bit of help. That one's fine. And then all of a sudden sleep. Oh, holy heck, girl. That's the problem. You're exhausted. You're tired. And that was what my main issue was. So what I would do then is I would go down to the report. So it's super cool because it actually breaks each system down. Like it says detoxification system, and it breaks it down and it tells you what's out of whack. So cardiovascular, that was the biggest issue with my detoxification system. So it was needing more support in that areas. And then it tells me which oils or which products are going to help bring that back into balance. Now, remember, those ones were working okay. So I wanted to go to sleep. Sleep was my main culprit, the one that my body was like, oh, mean girl, you need some help in this area. So I'm going to go down to sleep. And I'm going to tell you guys why this is so important and why it's relevant here in just a second. Tablets, man. If you can use a computer, use a computer. Don't use a tablet. Sleep is like the last one. Slow and steady ain't winning this race. Okay, so then when I actually pull up my sleep stressors, I know you guys cannot read this at all, but see how there's 2 that are majorly out of whack? Well, that's the cardiovascular system and the pineal gland. So to me, then I would look at my top products like highest potential, motivation, excuse me, and I would use those products over, either on my feet, or I would muscle test and kind of figure out exactly where my body was really wanting it. I like to kind of use these together. But I am thinking cardiovascular and pineal gland, I would be putting them on my chest and on the pineal gland and things like that, because that's where the stressor area is showing up. This report is awesome. It can break down into like emotions. It can break down into like your vertebrae and what's going on with that, your teeth. I mean, all sorts of crazy cool stuff. So definitely valuable. Reach out to whoever is your team lead and see if they have one, or if they have one that is close, like they know of somebody who has one close by. If you're in the Salt Lake City area, obviously I'm in Eagle Mountain and I do have those. I have it. And you can come in, you can scan with me, and I will go over your reports. I have kind of different packages and things like that, depending on how in depth you want me to go with you. But the reason why I love the Zyto Scanner, okay, is because it breaks down into the systems, right? And it actually helps you see. For example, Tinley was throwing up the other day. Well, it was like a couple months ago. And so instantly you think, oh, gastrointestinal, right? Like she's got stuff going on in her tummy. So I'm going to use all the tummy supporting oils. But then when I scanned her, it was all emotional. Every single one was emotional. So I lathered it up in all those emotional ones, put it all over her tummy, put it down her spine, everything. Sweetheart was out there running around within 3 hours, 4 hours, happy to go. So the thing I like about the Zyto is sometimes it moves past your brain and can actually show you what your body's needing. Same thing with muscle testing. Sometimes it will shock you like, oh, I didn't really realize that I was needing emotional stuff. I have a headache, but it's an emotional headache, or I was having this body ache, but it's an emotional body ache. So kind of cool. Another perfect example would be when I scanned for, I had this debilitating headache, right? Like horrible, horrible headache. And so I'm thinking, all right, drink more water. I'm not getting enough sleep. I, you know, like, what did I eat? Did I have too much sugar? I'm trying to think of all of these things, right, that would have taxed my body to create a headache. Headaches are not normal. If you have a headache, it means that something in your body is out of balance. So I did my Zyto scanner to see, okay, what is out of balance and what can I use to support my body so I can get more in balance? And I had scanned for highest potential. Highest potential is when I scan for a lot because I'm doing a lot of self growth right now. I'm taking a lot of steps that are scary but are exciting and are in the right path for me. And I know that they're in the right path for me, but sometimes the body doesn't want change, right? The mind doesn't like change. And so what I ended up doing, through my muscle testing and journaling and kind of having my quiet time with God, I had realized that this debilitating headache that was right here was from my fear of self-growth. And so highest potential, I literally just put it right here and I massaged it down and all around. And I think I did like 15, 16 drops. It was like insane. Like it was literally like a mask of highest potential. And I was able to fall asleep and I woke up and I didn't have a headache. So I don't know if it was the emotional release of understanding where my problem was coming from, or if it was the oil giving me support that allowed my body to do what it needed to do. I don't know. But when you have tools that can support you and you have tools that can support your family, it takes the guesswork away. It makes it so much easier. So that is why I wanted to get on here and talk about this tonight. I know that this is not for everybody. And I know that this is like totally not me diving into, oh, use this oil for this and do this for this. But I really want to empower you with the ability to know that you are divinely made and you know what your body needs, and to just kind of trust your instincts and use the tools that are provided to you to be able to use these products and to use the things that are given to you in a way that's going to be the most optimal way for you to actually get a result out of it. So all right, that's all I got for you. If you want to learn about something specific, then message me on Facebook. It's just Jenna Reiser, createjoy.jenna. Look either one of those up and you will find me. I would love to be your friend. I'd love to pour into you and help you on this oily journey. So that's all I got for you. All right, love you. Bye.